So for this week, we will continue again with the AWS services in cloud. Okay. For today, we will continue with the one of the function provided in AWS. They call it as AWS Lambda. So you can view the video for the introduction. Then we'll go directly to this activity. Okay? And then you need to answer the tutorial question in your EBYs. So what actually the Lambda? In general, Lambda is a serverless where the event-driven compute service that allow you to run code without provisioning or managing server. Without a server, you can run your code using this Lambda function. These are key parts of AWS and enable developers to execute code in response to various events such as API calls, S3 file uploads, or any dynamic or DynamoDB updates, and so on. So this Lambda will automatically manage the underlying infrastructure, including scaling, availability, and maintenance, so that you as a developer just focusing on the code without required to managing the infrastructure. So let's begin. So when you click Lambda, so you'll see this one. As usual, you need to start the lab and wait until the lab provision for you. Resources of the lab provision and ready for you to start. Okay. So generally, this is the task that you need to do. First, create Lambda function and then configure the trigger. Next, configure the Lambda function. And lastly, verify that the Lambda function works. This simple work you need to do. Okay, just wait for your AWS services and also resource provision for you. So my resource already provisioned and I can start to use it. So first task, you need to create Lambda function. Click here. So in the service, you choose Lambda, choose create function. This one, Lambda. Choose create function. In the create function screen, configure this setting. Create function here. And configure this following setting. Auto from scratch. Auto from scratch. Next, function name my stop initer. Stop initer. Then the runtime. Python 3.5. 3.1. This one we have Python 3.313. Okay. So you see here there are other supported language, right? So there are questions in your AWS. So based on this information, you can answer. Here we need to use Python 3.11, right? Change default execution rule. Use an existing rule. This one. And from the existing role, you choose my stop initer rules. So they're already pre-configured for you. Okay. And then create function. Yes. You see the code here. My stop initer is in here. So next, task 2, you need to add a trigger. In this task, you will configure schedule event to trigger the Lambda function by setting Amazon event reach event as the event source or trigger. That means if anything happen, then this function would be triggered. The Lambda function can be configured to operate much like a cron job on a Linux server or schedule tasks on Microsoft Windows Server. However, you do not need to have a server running to host it. So they take this example from previous implementation in Linux and Windows Server. But here you didn't require any server. To add trigger. Set trigger. What will trigger your function here? Choose the select trigger drop down menu and select event reach. This is based on CloudWatch event. Yeah, but the event reach. This one. And then for the rule, choose create new rule and configure this setting. Create new rules. This is your customized rules now. You want to add new rule name every minute you want. This function triggered, right? The rule type schedule expression. This one, schedule expression. No need description, schedule rate, expression rate 1 minute. Just copy. Then add. Okay. So you read the note. A more realistic schedule-based stop in enter lambda function would be probably be triggered by using front expression instead of a rate expression. However, for the purpose of this activity, using a rate expression ensure that lambda function will be triggered soon enough that you can see the result because you want to verify it to see the result easier. If you're using front expression, maybe it needs some time to generate. Okay. Add. You see here, event reach clockwatch event already there. Next, configure the Lambda function itself. In this task, you will paste a few lines of code to update two values in the function code. You do not need to write code to complete this task. You just use the given code lah. Below the function overview pane, choose code and choose lambda function.py for Python lah, to display and edit the lambda function code. Budget overview, choose code. You see? Lambda function.py. This one. Click here. This is the code lah. Right. Next, in the code source pane, delete the existing code and copy the following code and paste in the box. So copy. So you need to delete the other code. This is the new code, right? After pasting the code into the code source box, review line 5. If a period was added, delete. So you see line 5. No, okay, no. Need to delete lah. Alright. Then replace with region, with the actual region that you are using. To do this, you choose on the region on top. For example, in North Virginia, US is one. Then you paste US is one in the region here. Right. Okay. Put here. You got this one. Replace with instant ID. Instant ID. And this one. Replace with region. Right. So you see the region you use actually North Virginia. US is one. Correct. So you just put US is one. Change it. So you are using US is one region, the data center inside that region lah, right? Next, must ensure the region similar that you using. In challenge section, verify that issue to instant name instant one is running in your account and copy the instant ID. Instant one, right? You are encouraged to figure out how to do this task without specified step-by-step guidance. However, if you need detailed guidance, select the text to reveal this one lah. Okay. So you can use I open new tab, open EC2. Okay, still running. So this instant one, this is the ID, the ID of the instant. You need to copy the ID. Copy. Click here. This is instantly copied. So where is it? And this one. Replace with your instant ID. You already have instant or EC2 in your AWS your source within your North Virginia region. So you need to, you want to use this to validate your function or to trigger your function, right? And okay, next, replace. Okay, just copy, replace your code like this. Okay. In here, should be like this. It should be like this. Then double. Okay, good. Choose monitor. Yeah, choose the file menu and save the change and the current source code. Choose deploy. File. Here. To save. Source code. Deploy. Right? Deploy. Deploy the code. Okay, now successfully updated the function. Next, choose monitor tab. So your Lambda function is now fully configured. It should attempt to stop your instant every time, every minute, 1 minute. It will stop the instant that we use based on the ID, instant ID. Choose monitor, not that one of the chart show you may how many times your function have been invoked. There is also chart that show the error count and the success rate of percentage. Monitor, see here. Last task, you need to verify that Lambda function work. So we go to your EC2 tab and to see is it our EC2 running or stop. Just wait, right? So being here, they already stop. You see, already stop this minute. They stop only. Just refresh to see it more quickly. Okay. Now stop, right? So one stop. Stop already. So no more. If stop, you can up it again, but then this one already gone. What happened? See, yeah. You stop again within 1 minute. This one stop, and you try to start again. Start, and then within 1 minute, it will be stop again. You example, just example of how it works.
Esok petang datang pasang ekong lepas you pakcik lah.
Okay, it stop again. Right? When you start and in a minute, they stop again. This is how it's work. Depending on your function that you want to be execute. This is just one of example, right? And then just submit. That's all for the first activity.